Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry about the long break. It's my fault. It's very easy to get distracted talking to my wife, and then what was a 10-second conversation is just like going on. And then you're like, oh my God, I'm in the middle of work. I gotta go. So sorry, it's my fault. I'm a bad person. Where last we left, the party was in Shenanigans. You had just persuaded a person not to be creepy when contacting his possibly long-lost mother, from which he was orphaned in a small fire, and are now in Shenanigans.
Yeah, I think I'll just go to my room for the night. I've just had a long trip on the road from Kershwick.
A lot of you have had a long trip.
Several years for some.
All right. The next day.
Hells and such, yeah.
You come on down. You have your breakfast. The tavern's a lot more quiet. You know, it's like a Thursday or something. There's only like 10 people in the room, including the four of you. It's like 6 other people. And then there's Desmond. Boris didn't even bother coming in today. There were so few people staying here last night. He's like sleeping in. Layla's off at school. Lizzie's hanging out with Desmond behind the bar, being cute, whispering in each other's ears and giggling to one another.
Cute.
It's a quiet day.
Okay.
I'm just relaxing.
This time, I go further down the stairs and sit with these people. I don't sit on the stairs. I sit with them.
Oh, all right. We are learning. There is
Desmond
character
set me
development.
straight. Yeah.
I'll probably just be like repairing my arms or like moving, like taking things off, putting them on again, right? With all the because I got all of those gnomish upgrades the last time. So
Yeah, let's talk about these cybernetic arms, because we've kind of just been ignoring them and just accepting them at face value. But tell me about these cybernetic arms, not android arms.
yeah, they're definitely some sort of combination dwarvish gnomish invention that was probably specially made for me. I probably lost a couple arms or something at some point, and then have been kind of like taking finding gnomish technology as it comes and kind of like building them out myself.
Okay. All right. Desmond looks over, Lizzie looks over, and they whisper to each other and giggle about something, but they keep taking glances at your mechanical limbs.
Hope they're not laughing at you, bro.
If something will make me more powerful, I don't care how it looks, if it's ridiculous or not.
Cool. I heard some other guys had some really cool hats that you could try on.
The morning turns into a slow afternoon, and that's when she comes back. The weird woman who needed the goat milk. That,
Jen.
yeah, that you
Hi,
guys
Jen.
just went to bed without giving her goat's milk.
Well, to be
It's
fair,
sort of,
we
and
got
all the
goats,
confusion
we
and
got
everything, it
goats.
kind of got confused and lost. But here she is, back at the tavern, and she comes in, looks around, and comes up to your party first and goes, "Help! Help! I've been attacked!"
Did she
Oh,
notice
no.
the goats as she walked in?
I don't think you have them like with you.
Don't
Where
think
would
the
we put
stables,
them
wouldn't
Yeah, they're
I
probably in the
figured we just
stables.
brought them in the shenanigans.
You don't bring the goats into the tavern. Do I have to teach you about how to behave in civilized worlds, man?
Are
You
we sure
don't
one of them
bring
wasn't
the.
a goat person?
I'm sure one of them's not a goat person, and you don't bring wild animals into a tavern with you.
They're not
Right?
even real goats.
they? All right, let's rewind them trying to bring goats into the bar.
There's no goats in the bar. They're out in the stable somewhere.
Regret.
All right. Help!
Hey.
Help! I've been attacked.
Hey, we
Oh,
got your
good.
goats.
Let's take you to the sheriff.
Oh. No, we got
You
your
got my
goats,
goats.
though. Yeah.
You're the goat people.
Yeah, we're people, but we got your goats. We're not like goat people, right? Like they might be goat people because I don't think they're like, you know.
Yeah, this is more of a hobby of ours. This isn't our.
Yeah, like we
Look,
did
she's
go to
been
Goat
attacked,
Island.
guys. Guys, she's been attacked.
I've been
Let's go to the
attacked.
sheriff's station.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go to the sheriff's station now.
Does she look like she's been attacked?
She's kind of dirty. Her hair's a little frizzled, but you know she does kind of look like she sleeps rough. So
Makes sense.
Has she been attacked? No. Like, she's homeless.
Okay.
It's an expensive habitat. Like yeah, you gotta spend all your money on goat milk instead of buying a home.
Well, she's got a condition, and it's it's expensive. Goat's milk ain't cheap.
True.
It's keeping her impoverished. Maybe if society had a way. We're done.
Okay, ma'am. Who, what, and where?
Who, what, and where?
happened?
Me attacked in town.
Nice.
All right. I'm just gonna take you to the sheriff's station, and you can help. They can help you,
I
right?
like the sheriff.
I know he's a jerk, but he's the one who stops crimes.
All right, you take her to the sheriff's station.
I'm lawbringer, not lawbringer.
You take her to the sheriff's station. The sheriff will take care of it from there. All right, woo! You can go back to resting in Shenanigans. Thank God, another mission avoided.
You mean another mission completed?
I tried. No, I asked, and she gave me a ridiculous answer there, so I gave up.
Okay, that's fair.
I was attacked in town. Well, that helps.
Okay.
Man, you're not
We're
bringing many
doing a
logs.
pretty good job. I now know why people come to us.
Yeah, that was
Actually,
very
I'm
efficient,
actually starting to think this party's not too bad after all.
Yeah.
We're doing all right.
I've taken half the amount of mushrooms I would normally take today.
It should be zero. It should be zero. Zero mushrooms.
Well, what's half of zero?
No, zero is half the zero.
The door swings open, and in walks a tall, thin man. He's got a hat on his head, broad brimmed, kind of pointy in the middle, but not not tall and pointy enough to be a wizard's hat, just a little bit pointy. And there's this odor
Before he could say
surrounding
anything, I look
him.
at him. Oh my God, dude! I love your hat.
Thank you.
I go back to talking with.
I have come here
Oh,
because I'm looking for a wise man or a wise woman or a
Hey.
spellcaster of sorts.
I some of those.
He's very insightful.
He's a clerk of Eris.
Hey.
How much wisdom do you have?
Give you some ASMR if you want.
No.
Like
Cleric of Eris.
I'm in need of specialized skills.
Have those two, dude.
Perfect. My name is Bontemue Merrick III. I am a traveling cheese vendor, but I think someone has poisoned one of my cheeses, and I don't know which.
What kind of cheese?
Gouda?
Oh,
Cheddar?
Is it made from goat's milk? Because we got
Swiss?
some goats.
Bontemue III's specialty. We've got some Tombury in here as well. And some Gogurt. A great many types of cheeses. But when I was on the road earlier this morning, coming into town, there was a bit of an accident. A man hauling a cart full of clay ran into my cart. And while I was going about picking up the cheeses, I noticed an unscrupulous figure dressed in dark clothes, leaning over my cheeses in the back of my cart. I yelled at him, approached him, told him to flee, and he did, without identifying himself. I found at the scene a small vial right on the side of the cart where he was standing. I'm convinced that this is a rival cheese merchant who has poisoned at least one of my cheeses in an attempt to make me look like I cannot pasteurize my cheese and that they're toxic and will kill people, and they'll destroy my name and reputation, and then they'll have the market to themselves.
Cool. So you're coming to us to for your cheese or for the dude?
No, he
No,
probably
for
wants
the
purified food
murder.
and drink spell.
Yeah, I could do that. We could just solve
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Let's class purified
Wait,
food
wait.
and drink on it.
Cheese is by definition moldy. If you
it's true.
purify it,
Yeah.
will you destroy the cheese? Will you destroy the flavor? Will you destroy
would.
the things that still grow inside and give it that air of, that makes you go, huh?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, I didn't think of it.
That's why I've come looking for wise men or women.
Do you still have the vial? Maybe we can investigate that.
I do, and he takes his gloved hand and pulls a vial out of his pocket and sets it on the table before you.
Anyone got detect poison?
Yeah, probably. But I'm still thinking about the cheese and shit. Like, if I cast putrefy food and drink on cheese, would it make it better then?
Oh, it could. Can you control the
Putrefaction,
degree?
by definition, is unpleasant.
Sure, but you're saying that cheese is like cheese because it's like...
Do not fall into the trap that thinking just because two things are opposite, that they will have identical and opposite effects. Something could be made worse both by purification and putrefaction.
Really? That's weird.
Yes, yes.
Actually, yeah, it kind of would be like I heard of another spell called Melf's Base Arrow, right? It's like the opposite of it, but it's
Is that spell actually any decent?
It's also
basic
terrible. It's just a regular arrow. Melf's basic arrow is just an archer.
Wait, no, because you have acid and base, right? So
I
you
know,
could
but
do-
it's
yeah.
basic,
Yeah,
so it's just regular.
Yeah.
All right. Do you actually have detect poison on your list?
Yeah, but like I would have to like do the whole spell thingies. But yeah, I can totally do that.
Well, you just pray for an hour and get the spell, and then
Sure.
It's just telling you how
Okay.
to do your job. How do you feel about that?
I'm a
pretty
paladin.
chill.
I'll tell everyone how to do their jobs.
Yeah, you do.
He just wants the lure of the poison.
Let's just
Okay,
hope
I
you
guess I'll do
right
that then.
time.
I'll
So you just change out one spell for another, and
Yeah,
you
I'll
cast
burn a
detect
different one.
poison, and yes, sure enough, the vial contains poison.
Is it alcohol or actual poison?
No, it's poison.
Ooh. Because I know sometimes alcohol detects as poison, but yeah.
Right.
Cam?
We found somebody who's actually telling the truth.
I have a 5% chance per level to determine the exact type of poison too, if we want to do that.
Yeah, give me a 1d100, roll low.
Ooh.
Are you at least level 2?
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Look up poisons.
it's been so long since I've had an opportunity to open my poison document.
I'll just link that to chat.
Poison, 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 poison. Somewhere in here. Poisons.
Ah, he found the poisons, chat.
And because this lasts one turn plus one round per level, also go and look at the cheese, find the poison cheeses, and remove them.
Ooh.
Ooh, yes, you can remove all 5 poisoned cheeses.
Okay. Yeah, we're efficient as hell today.
Really,
Yes.
spellcasters are just pretty good.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not a combat spellcaster. This is the stuff that I do.
Yeah.
I ain't got like fireballs or cool shit like that. I'm just like, hey, let me read your mind and save your cheese.
This was an abris seed that was ground down and mixed with some fluids so that the poison could spread more easily. It is an uncommon poison. It takes about 12 hours to kick in, and then it will, well, it's a hemotoxin, so it poisons the blood, and then you'll just slowly die.
Oh my. Yeah.
Yeah, so every 12 hours you can take d6 damage if you fail a con check.
Cool. I'm assuming he doesn't want to keep the poison cheese, so I would probably keep that. That's cool.
No, he needs it for evidence.
All right, fine. Okay, I remove.
Okay,
You're not
cool.
going to collect magic cheeses every time.
I love magic cheeses. I had the other one for so long.
Thank you, good cleric. What do I owe you for your services?
I don't know, dude. I'm just doing my god's like work and shit, yo.
You're
I
doing
think-
the Lord's work indeed, and he
The
whirls
Lord?
about, his cloak flying in the breeze, and Montague Merrick III leaves the tavern.
Wait, don't we need to find? Shouldn't we track down this guy who poisoned the thing?
Well, you can tell the sheriff about that. He's got evidence.
Well, I mean, he sounded pretty mysterious. I wonder if it was like a mysterious dude who's trying to kill his mom now through cheese.
Well, the sheriff's on the case.
All right.
Yeah, it could be the same person. Maybe this person was lying to us before.
No,
You know,
I said he
there's
wasn't
more than one
evil.
person in the world with a hooded cloak. I mean, there's 2 rogues over there in the corner.
Maybe it was them. So, what? You guys just want to like drink some more, sleep,
Yeah, sure.
mushrooms?
I'm not doing mushrooms. Stop offering.
I don't know. You're taking longer and longer to say no.
Silence is not consent, Marc.
I didn't say it was, but he's contemplating it.
All right. Later that afternoon, a group of monks and nuns enter the building. One of them makes hand gestures to Desmond, just like ordering drinks. And they sit down at 2 tables and say literally nothing and just sip their beverages in silence.
Do they have any cool
Holy
hats?
symbol. Oh, yes.
Yeah, they got lots of cool hats.
Wait, how do they have lots of cool hats?
They each have a different hat, and all the hats are cool.
Can I go sit at their table?
Yeah.
Yo,
So
dudes.
they have 3 different sizes of fezzes. One is the like classic small little
Oh, you
fez.
said cool.
One of them is the much larger fez that like goes all the way around the head. It's probably not actually called a fez, but it's basically the same fucking thing. And then the third size is like the oversized fez that actually comes down to like your eyebrows and like rests on the back of your shoulders. It's like way too big. It's almost like a bucket. Then the nuns have these like really elaborate, maybe hat is the wrong word, but they're more of like a scarf tied in like a bow shape fashion upon the head with like a little strap that comes under the chin. So it does end up being like a full head covering, but it looks like it's made out of one piece of like broad fabric that has just been like intricately origami like fashioned into some sort of headpiece, almost like a Sikh's headdress, but like clearly different and more like poofy and less like rappy. And they've got like different styles of those with different colors and bows. And then one of the monks, the one who ordered the drinks, has a pair of wooden clogs strapped to his head.
He's my favorite.
Do I see any holy symbols or other iconic?
You certainly do. Yes.
Do we roll heraldry or is it just religion?
No,
You've
no,
got
you're
it.
a paladin. You have a religion
Yeah.
proficiency. You'll identify this shit immediately.
Yeah.
The monks are followers of Ponos, god of suffering, and the nuns are followers of Salt, goddess of despair.
Oh
Nice.
my goodness, the hardcore gang.
Yeah. So, anyways, I sit with them because of their cool hats, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
And yeah, as a cleric with religion, I assume I noticed that too. But I still sit with them because of that cool hats. Yo, guys, what's up? I love your hats, especially the clogs. What are you guys up to?
The man gives you like a dip of the head in acknowledgement of your praise, and just sips his drink.
Wait a second. Maybe these guys are some special monks, like they've taken like a vow of silence or something.
Well, I have a solution to.
No.
I think we better be on our guard. I heard you can get powerful divine abilities by taking magic vows.
You can actually, yeah.
Are you talking to the lawbringer right now, or are you
Yeah.
like sitting at the table with me?
You'll look talk to the Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lawbringer.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, here's the thing. Suffering can be positive and negative. I don't know.
I'm just looking at each one's hats and nodding without saying anything because they're not saying anything either.
Yep.
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 Maybe their hats are their source of their power. Maybe they took a vow of wearing hats.
Well, you learn I think like with Ponos, you learn through suffering. That's their thing, right? So, and they'll think that they won't answer any of these questions because that makes him suffer not to get answers.
It does not look like Mech is suffering.
I know. Although I think the Cleric of Eris is immune to that.
True.
So we've got suffering.
Like a counteraction,
Yeah.
but it's like equal and opposite effects, like fire and cold. Like if you get hit by a fireball and a cold ball at the same time, you'll take no damage, or an acid arrow and a base arrow.
I think with an acid arrow and a base arrow, you just take the damage of the base arrow, and the acid arrow does nothing.
I think they'd cancel out. I think you just then. Wait a second! I just invented a new spell. You could have a water arrow. That's just you casting acid and base at the same time.
Isn't that just create water?
What's in the shape of an arrow?
That must be where it comes from.
We're trying to make Neal's acid arrow useful here, Neal. We just can't do it.
Just can't do it. Well, these monks and nuns sit. They do not answer your questions. It seems like you ask a few things about their hats and they just sip their drinks.
Yep. I keep chilling with them though. I feel like I'm part of the crew, the cool hat crew.
Have you got a cool hat?
No, I really want one though. That's why I've been looking around for one.
Well, there's a haberdashery in town.
Yeah, but I'm not there. I'm sitting at a table with cool people. So like if I leave, then I might not be able to come back. Oh, I asked them, do they have any spare hats?
They shake their head.
Oh, they answered him.
That's when the door opens and a lonely old man walks in, leaning heavily on a stick. You can see the dust kicked up from the long road he must have been on, covers his knees and on down. His hair's a little frizzy. His skin is weathered and tanned from being out in the sun all day, all the time. And he comes up to the table with Admiral Jai and Kill Lawbringer.
Hell, Lawbringer, like the knight rank you invented?
Kill Lawbringer.
Kel, Neal.
Look, I'm just reading the overlay, and the overlay is clearly wrong, but what am I going to do? Change it in the middle of the session? That's a ridiculous thing. So the old man comes on over and sits down next to the two of you without even asking if he can sit. Looks at you guys and goes, "Hello.
Hello. How are
How's
you?
it going?"
Good. How are you going?
"Oh, I'm not going anymore. I've sat down."
Oh, you got me.
I look at the people at my table. That guy doesn't even have a hat. What a loser, right, guys?
They shake their heads.
Right? Yeah.
No, they
I feel
shake their
very
heads
proud of
no.
myself.
He's
I
not
don't
a
know that.
loser.
I see them shaking their heads. I assume they're just shaking it like, what a loser.
Well, he clearly lost his hat.
How are you? What brings you here this fine day?
Oh, walking down the road, getting tired, and came here, walked on in, looked for a place to rest my feet when I saw the two of you. And I thought, well, a paladin and a man with 4 arms. That's got to be an interesting table. I should sit down and see what they have to say. So I'm here to join you for drinks and follow you on your adventures.
Splendid. Our adventures are just sitting here, though. We've got nothing coming. We've got no
Oh,
adventure
thank
today.
the gods. My feet are so tired.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Yeah, but
trouble. Adventures generally find us, not the other way around.
That's what I thought. Well, my name is Marty, and I am here to join your party. Don't worry, I'm not half gnome.
Are there half gnomes?
No. Unless you're a halfling.
Well, he's not.
Are halflings half gnomes?
About 2 gnomes, if you ask me. So, any good stories to tell? What about you? He says, looking at the man with 4 arms. You gotta have a story about how you got those. Where'd they come from?
I got him from from a gnome, actually. Now that you say that.
Really?
Yeah, there's a place, or at least these new upgraded arms. I got it from a gnome that was running a cult in the middle of a swamp, building wooden steel contraptions.
You don't say. Where'd you get the original arms?
Well, I mean, I would say the original ones, I probably just scraps I found along the way, finding other. Every time I see a gnome, I just gotta talk to him. Gotta
How
help
are you
them.
still alive?
I asked that question. I look over to Marc and I say I ask this question every day.
Fascinating. And what about you? You're clearly a paladin. I could feel your aura the moment I stepped into the room. What did you do to persuade the gods to bless you in such a way?
One day I was working at the temple, then the god spoke to me and said I had been chosen to become their paladin. And they said my first task was to go to the land and spread the word of their name change.
Wait, what?
Yeah. My god changed their name from Dorbath Guam to Mathis Safa.
And your job as a paladin is just to inform everyone of the name change.
And general PR stuff, yeah.
Couldn't that have been done just by a regular acolyte without any spells?
You'd think so. You'd really think so.
Well,
I
it wouldn't
would.
be a holy mission, would it? That's what paladins are for.
Whoa.
Well, if they need me for another task, I'm available. If they think, oh, this library's in danger, I'll be sent on the mission, obviously. But
I knew I was gonna get some good stores when I sat down here. I just really never thought it would be this way. Wow. He sits and sips his drink with you guys.
yeah.
Maybe 20 or 30 minutes later. No, we already did that one.
Another group of monks with cool hats come in.
Oh, what? Yeah, I want to have the rival gangs of monks.
In through the doors strolls a goblin. A single goblin.
Hat.
You can tell because he's got like those lonely eyes and that freshly broken heart. And he comes on in and walks up to the table with the monks and the nuns and the mech and says, "Arky barky barky barky.
Yo, what's up, dude?
Arky barky."
Yeah.
Do we speak his language?
Don't speak Goblin.
You guys don't speak goblin.
All right,
He comes over to the next table with the other two of you and the old man and repeats himself, "Arky barky barky barky."
I want to join the goblin.
day,
It's
sir.
more interesting now.
Arky barky barky
All right.
barky.
All right, I tell him
Malarkey?
like 1 minute, and I go to my room. Wait, no, it wouldn't work, right? Because I don't speak his language.
Well,
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have, but it won't.
No.
Do I
Mark
have anything for
barky.
this?
He gets up from your table and heads over to the two cloaked figures in the corner. And he sits down with them after they chat for a moment. All right.
We could find a goblin translator or something.
Well, I think
like
they're speaking, so I think they're good.
that. Okay. I just want to know what the goblin was all about. He was brokenhearted.
Maybe you should take some useful languages. I'm sorry. That was unnecessarily aggressive. I don't know why.
What language is common? Should I take goblin instead of common?
Maybe you should spend some proficiencies, lots of languages. Maybe you should be a cunning linguist. No, we gotta roll this one again. A cow walks into the tavern? No.
Yes. Oh.
Bessie's
You didn't let my
visiting-
sheep in here.
Great.
We say no goats in the tavern.
All right. That evening, the tavern's maybe got like 20 people in it now. All those monks were pretty full. The goblin have come in. It's getting on towards evening. The door flaps open, and in walks a person covered head to toe in tar, feathers stuck all over them, smelling like hot, fresh asphalt. They stick to the ground as they walk into the tavern. Their dirty tar feet just kind of like glooping a little bit onto the hardwood floor as they make their way over to the bar, orders a drink, and sits down. Still covered to tar and feathers. You can hear him sticking to the seat.
He's going to damage Shenanigans property. I better warn him. Sir, be careful you don't damage Shenanigans with the tar because of the protective magic.
Thanks, buddy, he says.
Bye. I'll sit back down. Hey, I warned him.
Dude, what's up with you? I say to the tar man.
I got myself into a spot of trouble.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you chill now?
Spot of tar.
I was chill to begin with, man.
Nice, me too. Cool. You want to join our party?
You gonna tar and feather me?
Do you want to be tar and feathered?
No.
Nice, join our party, dude.
He gets up from the chair with a and comes on down and sits next to you guys. And the old man looks at him and goes, "Why, hello, friend. Are you the 5th party member? Welcome.
Hey,
My
where's our party
name
going? What's your name?
Is something I told you earlier.
Marty. His name's Marty.
Marty. My name is Marty. Yes,
Yeah, you
and
like
that's
the
why I'm
party.
here to join the party.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about you, tar boy?
My name's Brown.
Are you like a half tar elemental?
No.
Are you a chicken?
No. I'm
What are
just
you?
a man who was wrongly accused of a crime he didn't commit.
What?
Yeah.
So I'm wise and all, but can you put the crime and the chicken tar feathers? I'm missing the middle.
What
Yeah,
what
someone
crime
thought
are
I
you,
tried to stalk down an old woman in attack her, and totally wasn't true, but they thought it was me because I had this big cloak pulled over my head because I don't like getting sunburned. So in an attempt to avoid the sunburn, I just get tarred and feathered instead. Way to go! This town fucking sucks.
Did you poison any cheese though?
No, who poisons cheese?
I don't know. Some people would poison cheese.
He shrugs.
Yeah. I asked.
Really though, why were you wearing such a cloak? Right?
Dude, it's
I'm
all
not
the
sure if I-
fashion these days, man. Looking all dark and mysterious, hood pulled up over your head. No one can really see your features. All the girls are like, wow, who is he? He's so tall and dark and mysterious. And they love it. Or at least that was the
kids call it
theory.
edgy.
In reality, it just gets you tarred and feathered.
But
Lord,
the whole tar
you know what to do.
thing, man. I looked at the party. Is that normal?
It's a form of public humiliation. It is a punishment.
Oh, it's a kink.
No,
Detect evil, Warbringer.
I don't actually have detect evil.
Do it anyway.
Do.
I looked between the break. I don't actually have detect evil.
This is what I get for trusting a paladin.
Yeah, I'm knowledge and it's not the knowledge of good and evil.
Guys, what are we whispering about? Oh, I could check his alignment. You didn't ask me.
Don't cast spells and
Excuse
shenanigans,
me,
please.
he says at the table.
Don't do that. That's very rude.
Mac, you know what to do.
Don't cast a spell and such shenanigans.
I go to my room and I cast Mind Read.
All right, you go to your room, you cast Mind Read, you come back down, and you probe this guy's mind. And he's really just going over the tar and feather incident over and over again, like walking down the road. There's this woman. He sort of bumps into her because, like, the cloak with the hood pulled up really fucks with your peripheral vision. It's actually really hard to walk down the street when you can't see anything other than what's right in front of you. You know, all sorts of stuff comes from the side. So he like bumps into this woman, and then like she starts shrieking, saying he's been following her and attacking her, and some guards find him and they just start beating him with the backs of their sticks because they've been looking for this guy all day. And they take him to a vat of tar, and he's professing his innocence, and they don't even listen to him because they've been looking for the guy in the dark cloak all of the time who's been harassing this woman. And they just pour the tar on him and throw some feathers, and you know, some other people show up and beat him with sticks, and like they all laugh and point and children throw more feathers at him until he's completely covered in them. And then they let him go with a warning never to stalk or harass old women again.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
he renounces the fashion.
Guys, I think this might be Kill Lawbringer's fault.
Does he know? I guess like while I point at Marc, and when I ask him, do you know who actually did the crime though?
How would I know? Wait, Marc? No, wait, that Marc is this Marc. Sorry, there's too many characters. I'm getting them all confused.
In fact, this
Continue.
guy's Brown. This guy's Brown.
Yeah.
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 You asked
Brown's
Brown
not
about the thing, or you asked
Or
Marc
Matt,
about the thing?
sorry. No, I asked
Marty
Brown
or-
about it, but I nudged.
Yeah, like
I nudge Mac when he does that.
Okay. Oh, to read the mind while he's thinking.
See if he's telling
Yeah,
the truth, if he actually knows who did it or not. But I don't know.
Well, the guy doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he knows anything, man. He just kind of like got blamed for the other dude. I think that's what happened. But like,
Yeah, I was trying to basically see if he was telling the truth, or maybe he actually did do it.
And then I whisper
maybe
really, really
this
low.
is just a plot, but no. Okay.
I whisper even lower to Admiral.
man, Law really sucks. You sure we should be with Kill Lawbringer?
It's not my guy.
Don't you have the authority to change names? I feel like you should just change the name, right?
That was an honorific rank denoting my knighthood.
Yeah,
think
if
that's
you're
Kill,
here
not
to
Kill, dude.
inform everyone of name changes, why is your name wrong? Why does everyone keep getting your name wrong if your job is supposed to be fixing the names?
I think I
Sir.
informed someone my name was wrong already, and they decided not to fix the overlay.
Okay, kill name changer. That's what we'll call him.
Ah.
So like, do we care about this whole like dude that we saw the other day probably doing stuff? And
Wait, are
then-
you like leaning over and whispering to one person?
No, I'm just
while
saying
there's,
this to
like...
the table as a wide. Like right now, I'm just saying in general.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Should we do something about something, or like not do something about something and just like chill? Cause like both sound really fucking good to me, guys.
Nobody.
trying to say
Marty
my name
goes,
wrong, I'm not
I'm really
happy."
interested in just like following what you guys do and seeing what it's like when the young whippersnappers, go about in their adventures. I'm just here for the ride.
I turn my mind read onto him. Is he the guy from before who's being mysterious, now pretending to not be mysterious?
No, this is just some old dude who's like just looking for people to hang out with. He's like really kind of lonely. He's been walking for a long time. He's just looking for some company, some conversation, someone to share a table with, maybe some friends to make, maybe they can go on some adventures together. Maybe he can like adopt them, give him some of his property when he dies, maybe he can take care of him in his older age. Maybe this could turn into like a really big friendship. He's
class is he? I rolled.
peasant.
What's a chance?
Just a regular peasant with, 1d6
Class
hit points.
peasant.
Well, if you're level 0, you're peasant.
Got
Yeah.
it. All right. I'm good. Glad I know this. All right. He's my friend now. He can.
Oh,
stick with-
all he wants to be is friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna die, but I'm down to keep him around. I don't say that out loud. That was.
Well, that wasn't. You didn't use the character voice, so.
Yeah.
So like,
I guess we're chilling. You guys don't want to do stuff? Because I love to chill. I'm also loving to do stuff when it's.
Well, I haven't been hired to do a quest, so.
Oh. You gotta be hired?
Yeah.
Oh, I just do stuff
Wait,
sometimes, man. It's
Should
like
we've been asking money from these guys who have come up to us?
to hang with us.
Well,
I guess we're pretty popular. Like,
Yeah.
I thought the
Like a
monk
cheese
table was a
guy.
cool table, but maybe we're the cool table.
That guy didn't even give us any cheese as payment. That would have
No.
been good.
You didn't
Yeah,
even
but
poison cheeses.
he offered a reward and you declined.
Well, yeah, I didn't want a payment. I was just like making sure shit was chill, dude.
Yeah, fair enough. It was your spell.
Well, we didn't want a payment, but friends help each other out, right?
Yeah. Well,
It is chill.
we can might ask him a favor later on.
Ah, man, you guys are really focused on the whole payment thing.
I don't care.
You're right. If we had known this cheese guy before, maybe he could have given us some goat cheese, right? And we could have found his goat supplier.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Would have saved time.
What do you think, Tarman?
His name's Brown.
What? Sorry, I was thinking about what happened to me earlier.
What happened to you earlier?
Got tarred and feathered.
Oh, do you want to do something about that?
Yeah, but I want to think about it for a nice long time before I make any decisions.
Is he planning to murder?
No, he is still just replaying the horrific incident in his head over and over again. You get like flavors of trauma, and this is gonna like stick with him for the rest of his life. He was literally just pulled off the street and dumped into a vat of tar, and like has second-degree burns over most of his body.
You just never go
least
to the
first-degree
law.
burns.
That's why you never go to the sheriff.
Okay, I actually, does he have any like? If he's got wounds, I'll heal him up. I'll use lay of hands on him.
You could
your
lay
hand
of
gets
hands
stuck
on
in
him
the
if you
tar.
want. Yeah, because he's definitely
sure.
injured. He's got
Yeah,
real
I'll heal him up.
pains. Oh, that's very
I'll heal
nice
him
of
up.
you. Yeah, the
Yeah.
tar stays on, but underneath he's better. But like underneath that, he's still bad.
Well, I mean,
You
it
know,
only
it's
hurts.
like layers.
I can't heal
Yeah.
that. Psychological.
Yeah, you can't heal the emotional pain, just the physical trauma.
Mind you, if I had lay of hands to do emotional pain, that'd be
New character.
well, hey, Paladin of Eris, lay of emotional hands.
Way of emotion.
It's called massage, actually. That's all it is. It's just a massage therapist.
Oh man.
All right. As the evening rolls on and this begins to get dark, the door opens and in walks a familiar man. It's the pottery merchant who you helped with hauling ass yesterday. He's finally, or a week ago or whatever, he's finally made it all the way to Berkshire with his goods, and he comes on in here because it's the first tavern he comes across, and sees you guys.
I wave.
He gives you a
Hi.
grunt and a nod, and he goes and sits down at a table by himself,
Aw.
not near you guys, but also not like upset with you, just doing his own thing.
I wave him over.
He comes on over.
Hey dude.
Hey,
You want to join us?
Wanted to thank you again for the tow service.
Yeah,
no worries.
dude. You want to join us? For
Mighty
a drink?
nice of you.
Do you want to join us for a drink, bro?
Sure, if you're buying, I'm
Yeah.
drinking.
Sure.
yeah, sure.
I will deduct money.
Deduct money.
Okay.
I've been doing that all episode.
I have no idea how much Shenanigans costs. I reduced money by an amount.
Put it on, just put it on their tab. Just put it on their tab. Right?
Okay.
All right, yeah. So now you got a table of 6 people. A cleric on mushrooms. A paladin who's sent to change his name, but everyone calls him by the wrong name. A man with 4 arms. A lonely old man just looking for friends. A man who's been tarred and feathered, wrongly accused. And a pottery merchant. Sitting across from a group of strange monks and nuns with funny hats. Down the way from the cloaked figures talking to the goblin. And
Go on.
what do you guys want to do?
I want to ask the
I
pottery
think we
merchant
did it.
how it went.
Yeah, how did it go? The trip
Well,
went okay?
yeah, we got back. We changed out the old axle for a new one, turned around, and headed back the next morning. Bob's your uncle. Here we are.
Good.
I thought you were going to the other town.
No, he was coming
No, the
here.
pottery goes from Kershwick to Berkshire.
Yeah.
They make it in Kershwick, bro.
Then how did the clay guy get here?
The clay guy didn't come
The
here.
clay guy
did.
came from here, and he went up there.
No, we saw the clay guy the other day.
No, there's more than one clay guy.
Also, the clay guy was on the same schedule as you, so if you came back to town, he could also have come back to town within that same time frame. Maybe he just does the same run over and over again with a bunch of clay every day. Actually, every 4 days. But, you know.
That's suspicious. We should interrogate him in time out.
Yeah, maybe the clay guy's it. Maybe he's
Yeah.
the one.
Doing all this shit. Yep, with his cloak. When he puts the cloak on, he's not the clay guy. He's the mysterious guy. There we go.
Ooh.
We solved it.
No, because we saw the.
Who's the one providing the clay? Then? Maybe it's coming from
Here,
the.
clay's a resource here in town.
Okay.
Well, this area, not the town itself.
So I asked the party if they want to go, like, do something.
Well,
Like, and the party, I mean everybody at the table, including the clay guy.
no, the pottery guy's at the table, not the clay guy.
Well, it's a little late in the evening, right? The sun's already
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
Three
I'm
of
getting
these
ready for
people
bed.
are exhausted. Totally exhausted, and they just want to chill, you know?
Yeah, I'm just relaxing till I go to bed now.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
I
like,
take some mushrooms.
hey!
Hey,
Desmond
take
said
some
not inside.
mushrooms, and we go to our final break. We'll see you on the other side with a quickly falling apart campaign. Bye-bye.